Howdy, folks. It's Donal Ward McCarthy here with Keller Williams Realty. Of course, no, Ali isn't here doing my typical videos every month now because we're all staying at home with our loved ones and trying to get through these interesting times. Interesting stats for March of 2020 for Toronto/GTA. We're going to have a quick look at those. They were just released a couple of days ago on April 2nd. So let's just have a quick look. And again, this will be in the download and the link below here so that you can actually read these yourselves afterwards. But I don't want to take you too long. Our minds are in different things, but just let's have a quick look at March sales. So if we're looking at basically the Market Watch for March of 2020. This is what the Toronto Real Estate Board released. We'll skim through a couple of these. In general, sales were up 12.3%. New listings were up 3%. Active listings were down 31.5%. The average price year over year was actually up 14.5% change. The average days on market also dropped by about 43.3%. So, I mean, it looks very, very positive. And I guess we could look at it that way. It's been very positive. But they dug down into, of course, in March, Friday the 13th is when I think things got real for me, particularly, and my family. That's when we start to see a bit of a shift in the market. Now, for numbers' sake, you can see here the Toronto Real Estate Board have broken it down into pre-COVID-19 and post-COVID-19. Pre is before March 15th, that's Sunday, and then post, obviously, from Monday on. So it kind of breaks it down into 2 months, or two halves for the month. The overall March sales results was clearly driven by the first 2 weeks of the month. There were 4,643 sales reported in the pre-COVID-19 period, accounting for 58% of the total sales volume in March 2020. What does it say? A total transaction representing a 49% increase compared to the first 14 days of 2019 in March. Then there were 3,369 sales reported during the post-COVID period, down by almost 16% compared to the same period in March 2019. I'm going to skip down here, actually. The average, so this is where I'm kind of honing in on it. I do find this quite interesting, and this is where we have to watch over the next couple of months to see the effects of what's going on here. I mean, like I say, down here it looks positive, but this is very telling, these last couple of lines. So what do they say? The average selling price for March 2020 as a whole was 902, thereabouts, 902,000, which it was up, like we said over here, was up 14.5% year over year. The average selling price for sales reported between the 15th and 31st was $862. So they took what the average price was on the second part of the month when post-COVID period, and you can see that average has already started coming down. So clearly, yes, we're up year over year, and yes, the second half of March 2020 was up, I think they stated 10%. Was up 10.5% still compared to last year. That's all well and good, but clearly there's a trend here. Second half of March, we are starting to see a change in price. Let's watch that trend as we move through the next few months. Like I say, we're just at the start of this. Things are very real for people. Buyers are getting scared. Some people are going to take advantage of that, instead of being against, 5 to 10 to 20 offers in some cases we saw earlier on in the spring market. You're maybe just the only person making the offer on the house, or you might be against, 2, 3, a handful. So anyways, folks, that's my quick take on it. Thank you as always for your time. Do reach out if you know anyone you need us to go and pick them up, anything, or just any way that we can help out. We're trying as well to help out some of the local businesses. Yes, take care of yourself, stay home, and look after your loved ones. Donal Ward McCarthy here, Keller Williams Realty. Ciao, ciao.